So let's find our hips and or find our seat. Make sure your hips are higher than your knees. This really does serve a purpose. And if you're having any pain, don't sit and suffer. Use pillows. Um, some days I have to use pillows to prop up my arm so that my shoulder doesn't ache the entire time. But yeah, so use those pillows. Ah, so if you're sitting in a chair, make sure that you're sitting towards the edge of the chair with your back straight and your hands resting in your lap. The right compassion hand is nestled in the left wisdom hand. The thumbs are touching. They're pointing toward their belly button. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot have wisdom without compassion. If you don't have compassion, then you become miserly. If you do not have um, if you do not have wisdom, then you're taken advantage of. So you've got to have both wisdom and compassion together, and then so they're united in your lap. So you want to make sure that your spine is erect, but allow your body just to relax down around your your spine, your bones. Relax your shoulders, let them swing free, and tuck your chin about 20 degrees and pay attention to the back of your neck so that it doesn't get too tight. Relax the back of your head, the top of your head, and move towards your forehead, your eye sockets, your eyes, balls, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth. Don't forget to place your tongue in the back of your teeth so you don't dribble. Venerable Rabina says. Relax your lips, your chin, and don't forget that neck again because it's already tense. And continue to move down the front of your torso. Let that belly relax. Nobody's watching. Let it flop. And take a deep breath. And take another deep breath and feel your body settle a little bit more. Scan your body one last time for any one of those pesky spots that just doesn't want to relax. Those feet, and hands, our ankles, calves. And Buddha is a Sanskrit word that means fully awakened. It refers not only to Shakyamuni, the founder of the teachings that came to be known as Buddhism, but also to any person who attains enlightenment. There are numberless enlightened beings, beings who have completely transformed their minds, that have eliminated all negative energy and become whole or perfect. Um, they are not confined to a transient physical body as we are, but are free from death and rebirth. They can abide in a state of pure consciousness, or they can appear in different forms like a sunset, music, a beggar, a teacher. They use these different forms in order to communicate their wisdom and love to ordinary beings. Their very essence of compassion and wisdom and their energy is all around us all the time. Every living being, by virtue of having a mind, is able to become a Buddha. The fundamental nature of the mind is pure, clear, and free of the clouds of disturbing concepts and emotions that now obscure it. So, as long as we identify with the confused states of mind, believing, I am an angry person, I am depressed, I have so many problems, we don't even give ourselves a chance to change. Of course, we have problems, and our problems are very deep and complex, but they are not as real or as solid as we think. We also have the wisdom that can recognize our mistaken thinking and the capacity to give and to love. It is a matter of identifying with and gradually developing these qualities to the point where they arise spontaneously and effortlessly. It's not very easy to become enlightened, but it is possible. We're going to visualize the form of Shakyamuni, Buddha, and we're going to recite his mantra. But first, I'm going to recite the refuge prayer 3 times. You can join me, or you can stay and meditation. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Now let's generate love and compassion by reflecting briefly on the predicament of all beings. Their wish to experience true happiness and their inability to obtain it, and their wish to avoid suffering and their continual encounters with it. And then think, in order to help all beings and lead them to the perfect peace and happiness of enlightenment, I must obtain enlightenment. It's that simple. And for this purpose, I shall practice this meditation. Now we're going to visualize the Buddha. Every aspect of the visualization is made of light, transparent, intangible, and radiant. At the level of your forehead and between 6 and 8 feet away is a large golden throne adorned with jewels and supported at each of its 4 corners by a pair of snow lions. These animals, in reality, manifestations of bodhisattvas, have white fur and a green mane and tail. On the flat surface of the throne is a seat containing a large open lotus and 2 radiant discs representing the sun and the moon, one on top of the other. These 3 objects symbolize the 3 principal realizations of the path to enlightenment. The lotus represents renunciation, the sun, emptiness, and the moon, bodhicitta. Upon this, seated is the Buddha, who has attained these realizations and is the embodiment of all enlightened beings. His body is of golden light, and he wears the saffron robes of a monk. His robes don't actually touch his body, but are separated from it by about an inch. He is seated in the Vajra, or the full lotus posture. The palm of his right hand rests on his right knee, and the fingers are touching the moon cushion, signifying his great control. His left hand rests in his lap in the meditation pose, holding a bowl filled with nectar, which is medicine for curing our disturbing states of mind and other hindrances. Buddha's face is beautiful. He is smiling, and he has a compassionate gaze that is directed at you and simultaneously toward every other living being. Feel that he is free of all judging and critical thoughts, and that he accepts you just as you are. His eyes are long and narrow. His lips are cherry red, and the lobes of his ears are long. His hair is black, and each hair is individually curled to the right and not mixed with the others. Every feature of his appearance represents an attribute of his omniscient mind. Rays of light emanate from every pore of the Buddha's pure body and reach every corner of the universe. These rays are actually composed of countless miniature Buddhas, some going out to help living beings, other dissolving back into his body, having finished their work. Now here's a little part about purification. Feel the living presence of the Buddha and take refuge in him, recalling his perfect qualities and his willingness to help and ability to help you. Make a request from your heart to receive his blessings, to help you, to become free of all your negative energy, misconceptions, and other problems, and to receive all of the realizations of the path to enlightenment. Your request is accepted. a stream of purifying white light, which is in the nature of the enlightened mind, flows from Buddha's heart and enters your body through the crown of your head. Just as the darkness in a room is instantly dispelled in the moment a light is switched on, so too is the darkness of your negative energy dispelled upon contact with this radiant white light. As it flows into you, filling your body completely, recite the following prayer 3 times. To the Guru, Founder, Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant me your blessings. To the Guru, Founder, Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant me your blessings. To the Guru, Founder, Bhagawan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant me your blessings. Now we'll recite the Buddha's mantra 7 times. Tayata Om, Muni Muni, Maha Muni Soha. And then you can say it quietly to yourself for a few minutes. Tayata Om, Muni Muni, Maha Muni Soha. Tayata Om, Muni Muni, Maha Muni Soha. Tayata 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 Muni Muni, Maha Muni Soha. Tayata. Tayata. Tayata Om Muni Muni, Maha Muni Soha. Feel that all of your negative energy, problems, subtle obscurations have been completely purified. Your body feels blissful and light. Now visualize a stream of golden light descends from the Buddha's heart and flows into your body through the crown of your head. The essence of this light is the excellent qualities of his pure body, speech, and mind. He can transform his body into different forms, animate and inanimate, to help the living beings according to their individual needs and particular states of mind. He does this with his speech. He can communicate different aspects of the Dharma simultaneously to the being's various levels of development and be understood by them in their respective languages. His omniscient mind sees clearly every atom of existence and every occurrence, past, present, and future, and knows the thoughts of every living being. Such is his awareness in every moment. I can't even imagine having that. These infinite good qualities flow into every part of your body. Wow. Again, let's concentrate on this blissful experience while repeating the mantra, Tayatao Muni Muni Maha Muni Aisoha. Tayatao Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha. 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 Now feel that you have received the infinite, excellent qualities of the Buddha's body, speech, and mind. Your body feels light and blissful. Now let's visualize that the 8 snow lions absorb into the throne, and the throne into the lotus, and the lotus into the sun and the moon. They in turn absorb into the Buddha, who now comes to the space above your head, melts into light, and dissolves into your body. Your ordinary sense of I, unworthy and burdened with faults, and all your other wrong conceptions disappear completely. In an instant, you become one with the Buddha's blissful, omniscient mind in the aspect of vast, empty space. Then imagine from this empty state, there appear in the place where you are sitting the throne, lotus, sun, and moon, and upon these yourself as the Buddha. Everything is of the nature of light, exactly as you had visualized before in front of you. Feel that you are the Buddha. Identify with his enlightened wisdom and compassion instead of your usual incorrect self. And surrounding you in every direction and filling all of space are every living being, all of them. Now generate love and compassion for them by recalling that every single one of them want to achieve happiness and peace of mind and freedom. They don't want any problems. They want a peaceful life. They want to be free from suffering. And now that you're enlightened, you can help them. You can do this. At your heart, you'll find a lotus and a moon. Standing upright around the circumference of the moon, reading clockwise, are the syllables of the mantra Taya Ta Om Muni Muni Maha Munai Soha. And the seed syllable Mum, M-U-M, pronounced Mum, stands at this moon's center. Visualize that that rays of light, actually your wisdom and compassion, emanate from every letter and spread in all of the directions. They reach the countless sentient beings surrounding you and completely purify them of their obscurations and delusions and fill them with inspiration and space and strength. While you're imagining this, we will recite the mantra 3 times. Taya Tao Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha. Taya Tao Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha. Taya Tao Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha. Now think, now that I've led all sentient beings to enlightenment, thus fulfilling my intention for doing this meditation this morning, visualize that everyone surrounding you is now in the form of a Buddha and is experiencing complete bliss and the wisdom of emptiness. Now, we should not worry that your meditation is a sham and that you have not helped even one person achieve enlightenment. This practice is known as bringing the future result into the present path and is a powerful cause for our own enlightenment. It helps us develop firm conviction in our innate perfection, our Buddha potential that we have just done in meditation. We will definitely accomplish one day. We can come back together and conclude the session by dedicating all of the positive energy and insight we have gained by doing this meditation to the eventual attainment of enlightenment for the benefit of all living beings, and to dedicate any merit we may have created to the long lives and perfect health of our gurus, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa, Lama Osohita, Bessie Sharab, Venerable Robina, Venerable Katie, Venerable Dondrup, and all of our teachers. May they live long and achieve enlightenment to the benefit of all sentient beings. And to the long life and perfect health of all sentient beings, may they too achieve enlightenment. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. It's going to be amazing.